Good, happy Thursday morning, January 14, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Thursday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. It's time to rise and shine and get this Thursday morning off to a good start, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this Thursday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King, where we have a little bit of everything for you in this program. Happy Thursday, January 14, 2021. Let's begin this morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. First up, we're going to look at your COVID-19 dashboard from Johns Hopkins University of Medicine. Let's take a look at that right now. And here is a look at that information for all of you right now. As you can see, your global cases are 92,378,066. Your U.S. cases are 23,077,259. Your global deaths are 1,979,128. Your U.S. deaths are 384,764. That is a look at your Johns Hopkins University COVID-19 dashboard. And now, let's get to your other news. Vaccine rollout. Americans urged to hang tight while booking appointments online. Many are experiencing long lines, broken websites, and confusion about sign-ups. With the growing number of Americans now eligible for a COVID-19 shot, many are experiencing long lines, broken websites, and confusion about sign-up. They are urged to hang tight and be patient. Trump angrily watched impeachment proceedings while asking about path forward. Sources. Trump doesn't plan to resign because he doesn't trust Mike Pence to pardon him. With just a week left in his term, President Donald Trump watched on television as he made history, becoming the first president to be impeached twice, sources told ABC News. Source close to Trump says he grew angry as he watched some Republicans admitted his capability in the violence at the Capitol, following his previous impeachment when Republicans backed him uneventfully and stated there was no wrongdoing on his part whatsoever. McConnell says best for country to hold Senate trial after Trump leaves office. Significantly, he did not rule out voting to convict President Donald Trump. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell signaled in a letter to his colleagues Wednesday that he was not ruled out voting to convict President Donald Trump in the upcoming Senate impeachment trial, even as he made it clear he thinks that no trial should start until after Trump leaves office. FAA toughens unruly passenger policy after flight disruptions in wake of Capitol riot. Passenger who interferes with crew members could face jail time and hefty fines. The Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, will begin handing down strict punishments to unruly airline passengers without a warning. Includes a fine up to $35,000 in imprisonment. Stock features mixed following Wednesday's slight gains. U.S. stock futures were mixed early Thursday morning as traders kept an eye on interest rates and lingering turmoil in Washington. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's take a look at your weather across the United States for this Thursday. And here's a check of the weather across the United States for this Thursday. As you can see, along the East Coast part of the United States, you're going to see some mixed precipitation around New Hampshire, with some dry spots as well. Then way down here by Florida, Miami, Florida, and Havana, you're seeing some regular rain. But all along here, mixed precipitation. Then in this middle part here, some freezing rain possible, and then way up here, you're seeing snow. Then there's some rain along Houston, Texas, and Gulf of Mexico. And then all dry in this part of the United States. And then over here you're seeing some rain way up near Seattle, Washington area with some mixed precipitation. That's a look at the weather across the United States for this Thursday. And we're going to switch gears now. So, as you know, yesterday we showed you Ginger Z's journey to resetting her cooking routine. Now let's take a look at Ginger Z's journey to resetting her sleep routine for 2021. Let's take a look at that right now.
I'm a narcoleptic, so it's kind of funny talking sleep with a narcoleptic, I know. But I'm here to tell you sleep is cool, or it's chill, or whatever it is that you kids want to make it, so that we all think sleep is something we need, because it is. And so how to reset our sleep. I know one place that I could use help is balance. I'm pretty good during the week. The weekends, I go off the rails. I'm assuming that's not great.
That's not great, but it's so common, especially during a time like this when we're all so stressed. And a lot of women, especially moms, are kind of programmed to take care of everyone else's needs before their own. So I'm a big advocate in 2021 to put you back on top of the to-do list. Again, that means something different in terms of the time they can allow for it. But 20 or 30 minutes, start with that every day, doing something that means that you are not fulfilling someone else's needs, taking care of someone else, you're actually taking care of you.
This is a sleep ring. I'm obsessed.
And it's so easy to be obsessed with these things these days. We're monitoring our steps, our sleeping patterns, our oxygen blood levels, but we have to be careful. We don't want to obsess over the numbers. What's really important when you're having trouble sleeping, when you're having trouble relaxing, when you're dealing with stress and anxiety, is to listen to your body. And that is going to help you create a better equilibrium for your entire body for the entire day.
All right, so let's do the big bad phone. I'm gonna just say it. In 2021, I'm not gonna make my goal to not use it before bed, because I've done everything, and I think that's impossible.
Absolutely impossible for people to just put their phones in another room. That's just not how we're wired right now. So I suggest changing the relationship we have with the phone. So what I do is I put on a book, and now my body knows that means it's sleep time. I barely get through like 5 minutes and I'm already asleep.
And take it from me, there's no better way to go to sleep than with Harry Styles' voice.
There you go.
I'm Harry Styles. And tonight, I'm going to help you drift off to sleep.
I wish you 8 hours and more.
Not with a 3-year-old, but thanks.
My sleep refresh is going well. I feel rested. My biggest takeaway, utilizing technology for what it is and not being so focused on it. I am obsessed with sleep, so I didn't need to be more obsessed. I almost had to allow some of it to just slip away and realize it's not going to be perfect every day. And I think I got better at that. Hope that all helps. Sleep well.
Okay, there you go. Good to have a good sleeping routine. Very important. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into some entertainment news. In entertainment news, Jason Sudeikis is beyond disgusted over Olivia Wilde and Harry Styles' relationship, sources say. Let's take a listen to that video from Entertainment Tonight.
According to our source, quote, Jason is beyond distraught. He still has feelings for Olivia because this is, quote, a fresh split that happened in November.
Where's the director?
That would mean they broke up just 1 month after Olivia began directing Harry in their upcoming thriller, Don't Worry, Darling. However, another source disputes that timeline and claims they have actually been broken up since early 2020 and, quote, the fact that Olivia moved on was not a shock to Jason. Here's what we do know. News of their split broke November 13th. Just 1 day earlier, I spoke with Jason. He gave no hint that their 9-year relationship was over. I haven't seen you trucking with any trash,
Thank you.
in work or in personal life, because you did pretty good on that front, too.
Amen.
At the time, production on Olivia and Harry's film was shut down due to a COVID-19 outbreak, and it sounded like they were still living together. I know she was really loving directing this.
They're, I think, a week into their 14-day hiatus. She's editing the stuff they already shot. They're fun to just, hear in the other room, laughing and talking. She's just works her butt off.
Our ET source maintains that Jason is, quote, in absolute shock, but claims Harry is not to blame for their split. Nonetheless, Jason still wants to, quote, repair things with Olivia and have his family back together. So here's the interesting thing, Kev. Harry only ended up in the movie that Olivia's directing after she reportedly fired Shia LaBeouf.
And Olivia told you she has a no blank policy.
Yeah, she don't like any mess on her sets, for sure.
Well, clearly Harry worked out.
Yes.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Very interesting there. Joanne Duggar had COVID-19 while pregnant. Let's take a listen to that video from Access Hollywood.
Joanna Duggar is opening up about her experience contracting COVID-19 while pregnant. The Counting On star recently revealed on Instagram that she and her husband, Austin Forsythe, both previously got the virus. The experience was amplified by the fact that she was expecting her daughter, Evelyn May, at the time. When a fan asked in an Instagram Stories Q&A, "Have you and your family had COVID?" Joanna replied, per the Daily Mail, "Yes, Austin and I both tested positive for COVID last year. I was still pregnant with Evelyn." The mom of two went on to describe the symptoms she and Austin endured, writing, "We both had body aches, slight fever, and lost our taste and smell. Luckily, they made it through the tough situation and soon returned to full health." Joy concluded, "Thankfully, we recovered quickly." The reality star didn't mention Evelyn or her son Gideon in her note, so it sounds like the little ones luckily were not affected. Last August, following their COVID struggle, Joanna and Austin welcomed baby Evelyn. The parents showed off their first photos with the cutie. Joanna wrote in one post, "Leading up to Evelyn's birth, this is the moment I was looking forward to the most. Holding her in my arms for the first time. In the end, it didn't matter how she got here, as long as mom and baby were healthy." The proud mama also shared some details about her sweet temperament, writing in a separate post, "She has the best personality, is easygoing, and loves to be held. She has her nights and days mixed up, but honestly, I love it. Getting to spend that quiet, quality time with her through the night has been so special." Little Evie is now 4 months old, but she isn't the youngest Duggar. Joanna's older sister, Ginger, welcomed her own baby girl a few months later in November. Ginger and her husband, Jeremy Volo, named their little girl Evangeline, and they told Access Hollywood the inspiration behind the name last summer.
we've actually had the name for about a year and a half. We met somebody with a little girl, and she introduced herself and gave her name, and Ginger and I both looked at each other and went, that's an amazing name. And so we're not going to reveal it until she's born, but that's kind of been exciting, and it's always nice to have a secret that nobody knows, So it's like we've kept that in our back pocket.
Evelyn and Evangeline are keeping the girl streak going in the youngest generation of Duggars. Ginger and Jeremy told Access all about it.
How did your family react when you first told them that you were expecting another little girl?
My family was super excited. They were caught off guard when we told them, and so that was so fun.
Yeah.
But everyone was really excited, and then that's going to be another girl added to this line of girls. My family said all girls. I think this is going to be like number 8 in a row of little girls.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at those celebrity birthdays for today and see which celebrities are celebrating a birthday for this Thursday. And happy birthday to all of these celebrities. We hope they have a wonderful birthday and a wonderful day. And that's going to do it for this Thursday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. Thank you for joining us for this Thursday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. Have a great rest of your Thursday. I'll see you back here tomorrow for another edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. And I'll be back here with a news report in a little bit, and I'll see you back here later on today with more news coverage. Goodbye, everyone.